Okay, we'll start. Vinayaka namastubhyam satatam modaka priya nirvignam kuru no deva sarvakaryeshu sarvada Saraswati namastubhyam varade kamarupini vidyarambham karishyamaha siddhir bhavatu no sada Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattuliyam Rama Nama Varanane Apadama Pahartaram Dataram Sarvasampadam Lokabhiramam Shri Ramam Bhuyo Bhuyo Namamyaham Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedhase Raghunataya Nathaya Sitaya Pataye Namaha Sriraghavam Dasharathatmajamaprameyam Sitapatim Raghukulan Vayaratnadipam Ajanubahum Aravinda Dalayataksham Ramam Nishachara Vinashakaram Namami Sri Raghurama Charatulasi Daladhama Shamakshama Shrangara Gunabhirama Trijagannutta Shaurya Ramalalama Durvaru Kabandha Rakshasa Virama जगज्जनकल्मषार्णवोत्तारकनाम भद्रगी दाशरथी करुणापयोनिधि आञ्जनेयमतिपाटलाननं काञ्चनाद्रिकमनीयविग्रहं पारिजाततरुमूलवासिनं भावयामि पवमाननन्दनं यत्र यत्र रघुनाथकीर्तनं तत्र तत्र कृतमस्तकाञ्जलिं बाष्पवारि परिपूर्णलोचनं मारुतिं नमत राक्षसान्तकम् बुद्धिर्बलं यशोधैर्यं निर्भयत्वमरोगता अजाड्यं वाक्पटुत्वञ्च हनूमत्स्मरणात् भवेत् कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविता शाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलम् अद्यतन पंचांगम शोभकृन्नाम संवत्सरे उत्तरायणे शिशिरऋतौ माघमासे शुक्लपक्षे नवमी तिथि till 9:45 p.m. followed by Dashami. Sthiravasaраha, that is Srinivasaraha. Rohini Nakshatram till 10:53 p.m. followed by Mrugasirsham. Vaidhriti Nakshatram till 2:09 a.m. Followed by Vishkambha Nakshatra Yogaha. Balavakaranam till 9:41 a.m. followed by Kaulavakaranam coinciding with the ending of the Tithi at 9:45 p.m. followed by Taitilakaranam. Sarvebhyah Suprabhatam. So last time I think we stopped at the 27th shloka.
27th, yes.
Where all people evam vadantaha te naraha nashekuhu bashpamagatam. Right? They could not control, even the men, people. They could not control their tears and their emotions, essentially. That was the situation, crowd outside. Now we start with what is happening inside and get out. Atha raja vratastribhihi
अथ राजावृतस्त्रीभिः
दीनाभिर्दीनचेतनः
दीनाभिर्दीनचेतनः
निर्जगाम प्रियं पुत्रं
निर्जगाम प्रियं पुत्रं
द्रक्ष्यामीति ब्रुवन् गृहात्.
द्रक्ष्यामीति बृहन् गृहात्.
So, Atha, then, while this was happening outside, Atha Raja Vritaha Stribhihi, one who is surrounded by all his women, who are all tormenting and crying and all. Vrita Stribhihi, Dinabhihi, by all those sorrowful women. Ayo, what situation has occurred today? We couldn't stop, we couldn't change things. What is our life? Like that, sorrowing, feelings sorry about themselves. Dinabhihi, stribhihi, vritaha, dina chetanaha. He himself, his consciousness is sort of very sorrowful. His consciousness is also not any better than the other woman around him. Such Dina Chetanaha Dinabhihi Stribhihi Vrataha Priyam Pratam Putram Drakshyami iti Bruvan Grihat Nirjagama. So he couldn't stop himself. He said, Are Rama has already left out, Rama Lakshmana Sita. Priyam Putram Drakshyami. I shall go and take a look at him. I want to see him. I cannot stay home while I know he's outside, leaving. So, Putram Drakshyami, Priyam Putram Drakshyami, iti Bruvan. While saying that, Grihat Nirjagama. He came out of the home, out of the palace, to come out on the streets to see Rama while he's leaving, along with the people. Shushruve Chagrata Strinam
शुश्रुवे जाग्रतश्रीणां
रुदन्तीनां महास्वनः
रुदन्तीनां महास्वनः
यथा नादः करेणूनां
यथा नादः करेणूनां
बद्धे महति कुञ्जरे.
बद्धे महति कुञ्जरे.
Here onwards, Valmiki gives several beautiful similes, examples of what you compare with. So, Shishruve, it was heard. By who? By Rajna. Shishruve, by the king could hear what? Agrataha Strinam Rudantinam Mahasvanaha. While he was trying to come out, he could hear, the big roar of cry of all the women ahead of him, in front of him. Strinam Rudantinam Mahasvanaha Shishruve. How? Yatha Nadaha, just like the sound of Karenonam. Kareno is the female elephant. Karenonam of the female elephants, how they would roar, their sound, that too heavy of too many of them. Badhe Mahati Kunjare, of their big solid husband elephant, when that male elephant is tied or is captured by hunters or whatever, or is captured in a tragedy, all its women elephants, several of them, they'll be, typically they say a male elephant goes with a big family. It goes with all its female elephants, its children, all of them go walk in a fleet. So for all of them, that male elephant is the Natha. When that Natha is in tragedy, these women, they cry for help, all these female elephants. Oh, they make all that sound through their trunks, try to break everything, set things loose, so that that male elephant can come out. In that sound will be at the highest peaks, highest pitches. So, yatha nadaha karenunam mahati kunjare baddhe tatha rudantinam strinam agratah mahasvanah shushruve. That's the sentence there. Pita hi raja kakutstha
पिता हि राजा काकुत्सा
श्रीमान सन्नस्तदा भवत्
श्रीमान् सन्नस्तदा भवत्
परिपूर्णस्य शीकाले
परिपूर्णः शशीकाले
ग्रहणोपप्लुते यथा.
ग्रहणोपप्लुतो यथा.
Pluto yatha, correct. So, Pitahi, Raja Pitahi Kakutsaha Shriman Tada Sannaha Abhavat. This father, Dasharatha, who is Shriman, and Kakutsaha, Raja, Tada Sannaha Abhavat. Sannaha is like, what do you say? Helpless or silent, calm. He couldn't do anything.
No, yeah.
Huh?
Sanna means something helpless kind of thing, or it's a state of mind,
It's a
basically.
state of mind where you are helpless, where
Well,
you
we
are
say that in
calm.
Marathi. मी
Huh?
सन्न झालो.
Huh?
In Marathi, we say that सन्न झालो means I was helpless, or I just completely became blank, basically.
Correct, correct. Sanna jhalo, acha. But
There is no parallel word in English.
correct, correct. Sannaha bhavatu shrunk. Just calmed down or couldn't make any movement. Sannaha bhavat. And again, what is the example given? So here onwards, as I said, first half is this real, the time now. Second half is a simile in comparison. So previously of the woman crying, what was the simile given? Is of like the karenu sound when their mahati kunjare badhe. Now, Raja Kakutstha Sriman Pita Sannaha Tada Bhavat Yatha Paripurnaha Shashi Grahane Kale Upaplutaha. Even though full moon, it's a poor Purnima day. So full moon, sky and all everywhere, land, earth is all bright. You don't even need street lights. It's so nicely white light, fluorescent kind of a light lit everywhere. But there is Grahanam that day. Grahana upaplute. Then what happens? This whole moon, this bright full moon is also covered and is dark, is helpless. That moon is useless that moment of that day or that period. So also Dasharatha here was helpless. Being the emperor of the world, the entire world has accepted with his proposal and decision to make Rama the king. But in just a day, things have turned around and he is helpless now. So, ग्रहणोपप्लुतः परिपूर्णः शशि काले यथा तथा सन्नः अभवत् स च श्रीमान् चिन्त्यात्मा
स च श्रीमान् अचिन्त्यात्मा
रामो दशरथात्मजः
रामो दशरथात्मजः
सूतं सञ्चोदयामास
दूतं सञ्चोदयामास
त्वरितं बाह्यताम् इति.
त्वरितं बाह्यताम् इति.
So, while this whole situation was going on, Chintashokasya Swarupo Ramaha is Shriman Chintyatma Dasharathatmajaha Ramaha, who was Chintyatma. His Atma is also filled with Chinta, with sorrow. But if he changes his mind or he weakens, he yields, then his father's promise will be broken, and so he will not be successful in keeping his father as Satyavan, as a Satyavadi. For that sake, he realized that people are crowding, flocking, fleeting around, around the chariot. They're not letting him go, Rama, please stay back, all of that crying and all. And in between, he would have heard, Hare, Raja Dasharatha also came out like that. Then Rama would have noticed through the rear view mirror or whatever, right? Side back view mirror. He would have noticed, oh, father also has come out. Oh my God, if I now stay anymore, either I will yield to his emotions or people will now take over me. So, Sanchodayamasa, he sort of intrigued or he sort of provoked the Suta. Sutam Sanchodayamasa. Tvaritam, go quickly. Vakhyatam, Tvaritam Vakhyatam. May you drive it fast. Don't slow down now. If people get hurt, that's okay. We have to run. Otherwise, we get stuck. If we get stuck, then father's promise is broken. Then the whole lineage and what is the purpose of my life then? That if I make the repute of my family as nasatyavantaha. Right? So, for that sake, he says, Sutam sanchodayamasa tvaritam vakhyatam iti. Hey, go Suta, come on, now don't waste time anymore. No more, it's not a procession anymore. We are running away from the city. Ramo yahiti sutam tam
Ramo yahiti sutam tam
tishteti sajanastada
tishteti sajanastada
ubhayam nashakatsutah
ubhayam nashakatsutah
kartumadhvani choditah.
kartumadhvani choditah.
Beautiful here. It's a beauty. I mean, I cannot imagine, like people say, this is a mythology, old time. No, this is so realistic and so contemporary. These will be feelings. This is how the situation will be even today, even though it is 10,000 year old. Such a beautiful rendition, narration, description by Valmiki, and that's why we keep saying Adikavye, Mahakavye. So there are two types of now shouts or instructions to Suta. Ramo yahi yahi iti sutam. Ramo is saying, Rama is telling Suta, yahi is go, go, go. And tishteti janaha tada. Whereas people are saying to Suta, stop, stop, father, king also has come, and we all want, we do not let Rama go away. So stop, stay away. Like that, people are saying. And Rama is saying, yahi, tvaritam vakyatam iti. In these two sets of instructions, ubhayam sutah na ashakat kartum advani choditah. He being instructed from both sides, people saying stop, 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 and Rama saying go, go, go. Ubhayam, with these two sets of instructions, na ashakat advani kartum choditah, instructed. Thus, he couldn't what do you say? He could not focus on either of the instructions. For a moment, he thinks, oh, people are asking me to stop, I should stop. But then Rama is asking me to go on. Oh no, that wayward mind or whatever you say, right? Ubhayam nashakat sutah advani choditah kartum ashakat nashakat. Nirgacchati mahabaho.
Go ahead.
Nirgacchati mahabaho
Rame paurajanashrubhihi
Rame paurajanashrubihi
patitairabhyavahitam
patitairabhyavahtam
vahitam.
patitairabhyavahim
Patitairabhyavahitam
patitairabhyavahitam
prashashama mahirajah.
prashasham mahirajah.
So, Mahabaho Rame nirgacchati. In the strong, armed Rama leaving or going away, abhyavahitam. So as he said, tvaritam, go fast now. Slowly it came out of the tar roads and now is on to the dusty road. So mahirajaha abhivahitam.
Babaji, half the screen is blackened.
So is it?
Yeah, half I can't see.
Oh,
I don't know if anybody else.
Yeah, that's
is it
right.
better now?
Sure.
And now it is okay. Yeah.
Okay, got it. So mahirajaha abhyavahitam. And Mahiraja is, Raja is dust of Mahi, of the earth. The earth's dust was rising up. Abhivahitam. Abhiavahitam. So it was rising up. Prashashama Mahirajaha. Prashashama. It was sort of clouding over. So people could not see. So now there is a cloud of dust rising in Rama's instructions to Sita, to Suta, asking him to, go very fast. So as he raised and switched the gear to first gear and boom, picked up, accelerated very fast, then a lot of dust was rising behind, and that has formed like a cloud up hill. रुदिताश्रुपरिद्यूनं
रुदिताश्रुपरिद्यूनं
हा हा कृतमचेतनं
हा हा कृतमचेतनं
प्रयाणे राघवस्यासीत्
प्रयाणे राघवस्यासीत्
पुरं परमपीडितम्.
पुरं परमपीडितम्.
So, Rudita Ashrupari Dyunam. So this Mahiraja which rose and it was falling on these wet faces of the people and on the wet roads also, of course. So Rudita Ashrupari Dyunam Haha Krutam Achetanam. In the sounds of ha ha Rama ha Lakshmana ha Sita, like that, all of them crying for him. Dyunam ha ha Kruta Chetanam Prayane Raghavasya. In this journey of Rama, of the Raghava, while he was going, Asit Puram Paramapeditam Asit. That city seemed very troubled, very, what do you say? Paramapeditam was very depressed. Depressed and
Dyunam.
Dyunam iti किं वदामि Dyunam iti lightless.
Oh.
Paramapeditam Rudataśrupurnam haha krutam achetanam prayane raghavasya paramapeditam. Dyunam iti Dyutihinam. Susravanayana strinam
सुश्रावनयनैस्त्रीणाम्
Astramayasa Sambhavam
अस्त्रमायाससम्भवम्
Meena Sankshoba Chalitaihi
मीनसंक्षोभचलितैः
Salilam Pankajairiva.
सलिलं पङ्कजैरिव.
Okay, again beautiful simile. So Susrava means was flowing. Nayanaihi Strinam, from the eyes, through the eyes of all these women, Asram Ayasam Sambhavam, the tears from all of their eyes was flowing like rivers, like water, like rivers. So Susrava Nayanaihi Strinam Asram Ayasa Sambhavam. And how was that? That was so much filled up with the tears across that the similarity there was Meena Sankshobha Chalitaihi. With if let's say suddenly there was a shark coming, and in one corner of it's where it seemed like a pool, the small fishes, they come to know of that there is a current, shark is coming, there is big wave in the water. So all of them, they swiftly try to swim. So in that Sankshobha Chalitaihi, Meena Sankshobha Chalitaihi, Pankajaihi, as they are moving, the lotus will be so disturbed. Lotus also will be shivering like this, because some fin of one of the fishes, it will be hitting the Pankaja. So Pankajaihi, Meena Sankshobhita Chalitaihi, Salilam Yatha. Till then water was still. Everybody was just floating. So water was still. Now suddenly with all this movement, the water gets disturbed, and there is ripples, waves, all of that. Water looks disturbed, right? And so dust also might rise, mud from the bottom might rise up. Like that, this scene of all women crying in ha ha, doing all these big quick body movements. It all seemed as if like these fishes who were trembling and swiftly moving around, creating disturbance in the water. Such was the scene there. दृष्ट्वा तु नृपतिः श्रीमान्
दृष्ट्वा तु नृपतिः श्रीमान्
एकचित्तगतं पुरम्
एकचित्तगतं पुरं
निपपातैव दुःखेन
निपपातैव दुःखेन
हतमूल इव द्रुमः.
हतमूल इव द्रुमः.
So Nrupatihi, Sriman Nrupatihi, Gatam Puram Drishtva, by this Sriman king, Emperor Nrupatihi, Gatam Puram Drishtva, by seeing, by noticing, by observing this city, which was single focused, Gatam, single focused, of what? Of their concern and worry and sorrow and you know, crying for Rama, for losing Rama. Ekachittagatam, single focused. Nipapata, so he saw it. Whole city is dull. Everybody is crying. What a situation is this? He's already weak. He didn't eat, he didn't drink probably for 2 nights then. And already he was doing Diksha Upavasa before. So in all of this, added to that emotionally weak now, and observing that the whole city is also similarly single-focusedly crying, he fell down. Nipapata, dukkhena, with all that sorrow, he fell off. How? Hata mula ivadrumaha. Beautiful similes. That's why this is Mahakavyam, they say. Druma is a tree. Hatha Mula, if its roots are suddenly cut off, then what happens? It cannot stand, that tall tree. It will just fall off. If you cut the roots, tree automatically falls off. And that's why, unfortunately, if in the name of removing weeds or anything, we pay the gardeners to come and fill poison into our own ground to kill these trees in the root level, so that the tree automatically falls off or the plant falls off. Unfortunate. Last night, sorry, but diversion, but that is still troubling me. Ugra Hindu, there is one handle on Instagram, and they posted one video. It's a compilation of a camera at the end of that channel in the slaughterhouse where there is this cutting machine. They put a camera here, and as each cow or buffalo or whatever is pushed in, and it sees they also have intelligence. It realizes, and you can see its face terrified. It does not want to move forward. It cannot move, but they keep sending the next one. The later ones, they do not know where they are going. They think they are going into a movie theater. Just like in our screens in America also, when you open the door, it's a narrow way. When you walk in, then there is that whole seats and all. But it's a narrow way, so one behind another. Like that, this is also a narrow way. And the fear of each cow that is walking through, as it is coming, it does not want to move forward, but it is all metal ground, metal floor. So it's decks, what is it called? It's a ducker. I mean, it's foot. They slip. It's slippery. Oh my God. I was all through last night. I was disturbed. 4:30, I woke up. Even now, I was only praying, God, please make everybody sarve bhavantu sukhinah, but sarve sujanaha bhavantu. Let everyone become good people, conscious of other beings. Why trouble them? Can I not live with simple food? Isn't this much little food sufficient for me? Please give that consciousness in everybody across the world so that we don't have Rakshasas who kill these animals like this and all that. Anyway, so Hatamula, if the plant, if the roots are cut, then the tree falls off. So Hatamula iva drumaha, Hatamula drumaha iva nrupatihi Sriman ekachittapuram gatam drishtva dukhena eva nipapata. Just with sorrow itself, dukhena eva nipapata. Because of that sorrow itself, he collapsed. Tato halahala shabdo
ततो हलहला शब्दो
जज्ञे रामस्य पृष्ठतः
यज्ञे रामस्य पृष्ठतः
नराणां प्रेक्ष्य राजानं
नराणां प्रेक्ष्य राजानं
सीदन्तं वृषदुःखितम्.
सीदन्तं वृषदुःखितम्.
So then, as the king collapsed, fell down, tatah halahala shabdah jajñe Ramasya prishtatah. Then everybody noticed, oh, king collapsed, king fell off. Oh, the whole that whole halahala. Halahala means big sound of several people making sounds, comments, shouting and all. So all of that put together is called hala shabdam. Hala hala ha 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 ha, like that. Hala shabdah Ramasya prishtatah jajñe. There was suddenly a sound that came up, built up of all of these people's remarks, saying, oh, king collapsed, like that. Naranam hala shabdah Ramasya prishtatah jajñe. Sidantam brushadukhitam rajanam prekshya. By looking at that collapsing in sorrow Raja, by looking at him, harameti janah kechit.
रामेति जनाः केचित्
Rama mateti chapare.
राममातेति चापरे
Antah pura samruddhancha
अन्तःपुरसमृद्धं च
kroshantah paryadevayan.
क्रोशन्तः पर्यदेवयन्.
So these people, hey Ram, ha Rama iti kechana, ha Rama mata iti chapare, antahpura samruddham. Antahpura samruddham means antahpura sahitam. Not only people outside, but even antahpura stris also. They have noticed the king collapsed, and so Kausalya also, ayo, Raja fell off. So with that, the antahpura stris also, ha Rama mata iti. Janaha outside, ha Rama iti. Antahpura samruddhancha kroshantaha. Krosha is anxious or fiery, anxious. Kroshantaha paryadevayan. All of them were lamenting. Anvikshamano ramastu
अन्वीक्षमाणो रामस्तु
Vishannam bhrantachetasam
विषन्नं भ्रान्तचेतसं
Rajanam mataram chaiva
राजानं मातरं चैव
dadarshanu pathi.
ददर्शानुगतौ पति.
So Ramahatu, however, Rama, Anvikshamanaha, he is observing them. He looked around and he observed. Whom? Rajanam mataram chaiva. Both the king and the mother. Rajanam mataram chaiva anugatau pathi anugatau dadarsha. He saw them behind in the path where they fell off and while trying to still get up and come, follow. Such father, the king and mother, he saw. Vishannam bhrantachetasam. Also, Vishanna is Vishadan, so tragic, struck by tragic feelings. And bhrantachetasam, that is, what is reeling heads, which means confused, lost consciousness, in such a situation, Rama saw this king and his mother, who were in such a tragic situation. Sabaddha iva pashena.
सबद्ध इव पाशेन
Kishoro mataram yatha
किशोरो मातरं यथा
dharma pashena samyuktah
धर्मपाशेन संयुक्तः
prakasham nabhyudaikshat.
प्रकाशं नाभ्युदैक्षत.
So again, one more beautiful simile is given. Rama looked behind. He saw his mother and father in such dina sthiti. How was his state of mind and his mental state? Saha kishoraha pashena baddhaha iva. Kishora is a young calf. Young calf. The young calf that is tied, what do you say? That is tied with the rope, right? To a pole or to a tree there, so that it doesn't run away. But Pashena Baddhaha Kishoraha Iva, how does that look up to its mother? Mataram Yatha Pashyati. When the mother is coming, let's say the whole daytime, they take the mother cow away for grazing. In the evening, the whole day, the calf is waiting for the mother. And when the mother is returning home in the evening, it wants to break its rope at any cost. It doesn't notice that its neck is getting hurt. It will try to break off from that rope and jump away to its mother and drink milk. Right? So that level of emotion built in Rama also. Dharma pasha. So there it is the regular pasha. Pasha is rope. But here for Rama, dharma pashena samyuktaha. Here, however, he is tied by the dharma rope, dharma pasha. Tied in that dharma pasha of trying to keep up his parents' repute as Satyavan and Satyavadi, Satyavati, in order to keep their that repute for them in the dharma pasha, prakasham na abhyudaikshata. He could not even dare to see them. Abhi ud ikshata, aikshata is past tense. Ikshate, ikshate, aikshata, abhi aikshata, abhyakshata, udaikshata, abhi udaikshata, abhyudaikshata. Those are the prefixes there. So he could not even look up and around to see the parents, because his heart is like that Kishora, which will jump off this chariot and go back to their parents who have fallen, collapsed, to hold them up and take them, make them sit somewhere, give them some water, give them, do some massage to their legs. All of such feelings Rama was with. But because he was tied by Dharma Pasha, he could not do anything. He could only feel it inside himself and try to be composed in the Ratha. So say iti dharma pashena, dharmasya, Arun Mahodaya, you might enjoy this. Dharma pashaha, dharmasya paha. Paha is palanam.
Oh.
Bhupaha, gopaha. Likewise, paha is palanam. Dharmasya paha, palanam, tasya ashaha. Ashaha is vyaptihi. Tena samyuktaha is dharma pashaha. Dharma pa asha is dharma pasha.
Oh, I see.
Sah Ramaha pashena baddhaha kishoraha ashvasunuhu iva prakasham yatha syat tatha mataram na abhyudaikshata tena ramasya sushilata atishayaha vyaktaha. Padatinau cha yanarhau
पदातिनौ च यानाहौ
aduhkarhau sukhochitau.
अधुः कार्हौ सुखोचितौ
दृष्ट्वा संचोदयामास
दृष्ट्वा संचोदयामास
शीघ्रं याहीति सारथिम्.
शीघ्रं याहीति सारथिम्.
So, yanarhau, those who are eligible. I mean, arha is eligible, but what it means is those who are used to. Those who are used to and who have always been on the road only in a yana, in a vehicle. Either it could be a car, it could be a chariot, it could be a flight. But such yanarhau, adukha arhau. Those who are never used to dukkham. Dukkharhau, adukharhau. Sukhochitau, those for whom comfort, they who led a comfortable life, always in comforts. Anywhere they go, there's a great, grand luxury around them. Sukhochitau. Here these are all Vivachanam, his father and mother. So Sukhochitau, Adukharhau, Yanarhau cha Padatinau. Now they are walking on their foot on this road. Iti Drishtva, by looking at them. Ayyo, I can't stay here, I can't stay here. If I stay, then they will continue to walk behind me. I don't know how long they will unnecessarily be behind on the road. That parents who were most royal people, who never come on normal streets like this, along with the crowds, Rama could not bear it. So he said, Shighram yahi iti sarathim sanchodayamasa drishtva. By looking at such parents in the such dina sthiti, he has immediately again said to Suta, Suta, go fast. Let's not spend any more time here. We have to escape from here as quickly as possible. Shighram yahi iti sarathim sanchodayamasa. He has sort of provoked or instructed Sarathi, Suta, saying, hey, go quickly, run fast now. Nahi tatpurusha vyagraha
न हि तत्पुरुषव्याघ्रः
dukhajam darshanam pituhu
दुःखजं दर्शनं पितुः
matuscha sahitum shaktah
मातुश्च सहितुं शक्तः
trotardita iva dvipah.
रोतार्दित इव द्विपः.
So what is the mental state of Rama is being described in all of these similes. So nahitat purusha vyagraha, the best of the men. However, tat dukhajam pituhu matuscha darshanam shahitum shaktaha. He could not bear to see that lamenting situation of his father and mother. Pituhu matuscha tat dukhajam darshanam sahitum na shaktaha. He could not. Nahi, na saka is nahi shaktaha. How? What is the simile given? Trotarditaha iva dvipaha. What? And so why or how he could not see, or why did he not stop? Because dvipa is also elephant. Dvipa is a bird, dvipa is elephant. It can be many things. One which is pati.
Drinks rice.
Drinks through two organs. It can drink through trunk. It can drink, of course, through the mouth. So dvipaha, dvidha pati iti dvipaha. Dvidha pibati, not pati.
Pibati.
So dvipa elephant, and that elephant trota arditaha. Ardita is ardanam, janardanam they say, right? Mahishasura mardanam. Ardanam is hit. Hit with what? Trota. Trota is that ankusha. Just as the mavot would keep, if the elephant is not listening, is not under control, he will try to hurt it by hitting it with the
अगं
Trota with
इथे
Ankusha.
समोरून बसून मी बोलत नाही.
So also Rama was in that situation. Trotardita, the elephant wants to go freely on its own. But when you are being hit, you will have to yield in the direction that the Mavat wants you to go. No. So also Rama, his mind, his heart is worried for the parents in such dire straits behind. But his mind is telling the dharma and to go on. So the dharma is hitting him like the trota. Trotarditaha dvipaha iva purushavyagraha ramaha matuscha pituscha dukkajam tat dukkajam darshanam sahitum na shaktaha. Pratyagaramivāyanti
प्रत्यगारमिवायान्ति
vatsala vatsakaranat
वत्सलावत्सकारणात्
baddhavatsa yatha dhenu
बद्धवत्सा यथाधीनो अधीनो
Rama matabhyadhavata.
राममाताभ्य धावता.
So this is that before example that I gave Kishora is more of Ashwasuno. That was more about the horses, what do you call, pony or moni, what is it called? Not pony. The young horse is young horse. Young horse is Kishora there. Here the example, previous example that I told actually is of this example, of the Vatsa. Vatsa is the calf. Vatsala is the calf. Vatsa karanat baddhavatsa yatha dhenu pratyagaram. Pratyagaram is this, that cow shed where it is tied. Pratyagaram ayanti vatsala vatsa karanat yatha dhenu baddhavatsa iva tatha Rama Mata abhyadhavata. The cow slowly, consciously will walk back towards the home. But the moment it realizes it has reached the destination, then it will run so fast to find its calf. So also, pratyagara is the cow shed. Pratyagaram ayanti is agacchati. Vatsala Vatsa karanat, in order to find its Vatsa. Baddhavatsa yatha dhenu, to find that scarf which is actually tied off, just as that dhenu, that mother cow, Rama Mata abhyadhavata. Rama's mother also was sort of running behind this chariot for Rama. Oh, Rama, stop, Rama, stop, Rama, stop, like that. Several good examples given here. Tatha rudantim kausalyam.
तथा रुदन्तीं कौसल्यां
Ratham tamanudhavatim.
रथं तमनुधावतीं
Kroshantim Rama Rameti.
क्रोशन्तीं राम रामेति
Hasite Lakshmaneti cha.
हासीते लक्ष्मणेति च.
So Tatha, Ha Sita, Ha Rama, Ha Lakshmana, iti tam radham anudhavatim kroshantim kausalyam rudantim kausalyam dadarsha. We can, there is a continuation, let us say that also. Rama Lakshmana Sitartham
रामलक्ष्मणसीतार्थं
Sravantim Varinetrajam
स्रवन्तीं वारिनेत्रजम्
Asakrat Praikshata tada
असकृत् प्रैक्षत तथा
Nrityantimiva Mataram.
नृत्यन्ती विमातरम्.
So when you read this sloka, if we know the Sanskritam, if you don't find the verb, then we know the sloka line is incomplete. So I knew, where is the verb? There is no verb. So I had to look immediately for the next shloka. So tatha, like that Dhenu cow, this Kausalya also was running behind like that. So unto such Rudantim, Kroshantim, Ha Rama, Ha Lakshmana, Ha Site, Iti, Rudantim, Kroshantim, Kausalyam, Tam Ratham Anudhavatim Kausalyam, Rama Lakshmana Sitartham Netrajam Vari Sravantim Asakrit Tada Nrityantim Mataram Asakrit Praikshata. Praikshata is past tense. Ikshata. Ikshate. Ikshate is Aikshata. Ekshata. Ekshata is Praikshata. He saw. How many times? Asakrit. Sakrit is once. Asakrit several times. You could again like that. Asakrit Praikshata Tada. Unto what kind of the mother? Mataram. Several adjectives given. Rudantim, crying. Kroshantim, shouting anxiously. Like all Ha Rama, Ha Lakshmana, Sita iti. Tam Ratham Anudhavatim, running behind that Ratha with Vari. Vari is water. Netrajam Vari. However, this water is born out of the eyes. That means tears. Netrajam Vari Sravantim. And it is continuous tears, not just one drop like in a movie. It's continuous tears. Sravanti. Sravantim. Netrajam Vari Sravantim. Rama Lakshmana Sita Artham. That too for Rama, Lakshmana and Sita. For all three of them. With the tears crying for all three of them. That such Mata, Nrityantim, the way she is trying to fall or when run helplessly, your body will be making different movements probably. I was trying to imagine how would she have been running. And so that seemed like a dance. Dance is essentially not normal stable, but different moves in a pattern, right? So there was a pattern to her running and it seemed like dancing also. So Nrityantim Mataram, Nrityantim Iva Mataram Asakrit Tada Rama Praikshata. He saw that. Tishteti Raja Chukrosha
तिष्ठेति राजा चुक्रोश
Yahi Yahiti Raghavaha
याहीति राघवः
Sumantrasya Babhuvatma
सुमन्त्रस्य बभूवात्मा
Chakrayoriva Chantara.
शक्रयोरिव चान्तरा.
Valmiki is giving the best ever similes. Tishtha, Tishtha iti Raja Chukrosha. The Raja was sort of, and my vocabulary is so poor in English. Chukrosha will say what, for example, he was shouting, Tishtha, Tishtha, stop, stop, stay back, stay back. Iti Raja. Yahi, Yahi, iti Raghava. Go, 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 is saying Raghava. So king is ordering, stop, stop. The most influential prince, Rama, is ordering, Yahi, go, go. In these two instructions, Sumantrasya Atma Chakrayoriva Antara Babhuva. Several explanations are given in this different bhashyams. So one bhashyam said, Chakrayoho Antara, between the two wheels, the axle, it cannot go on its own. There are two wheels, both of them are driving it. The other example given is it's multi-axle Ratha. So there is one axle of two wheels in the front, another axle of two wheels in the back. Now imagine an Atma that is stuck between these two. It cannot come out, nor can it stay happily there. So it cannot continue driving the chariot happily, nor can it stop listening to Dashratha's instructions. So Chakrayoho Antara Iva Sumantrasya atma babhuva. Sumantra's heart, Sumantra's himself became crushed between the two sets of instructions, two contradictory instructions, conflicting instructions rather, by Raja and Rama. One saying stop, the other saying go, go. Nasraushramiti Rajanam.
नाश्रौषमिति राजानम्
Upalabdhopi vakshyasi.
उपालब्धोऽपि वक्ष्यसि
Upalabdhopi vakshyasi. Chiram dukhasya papishtham.
चिरं दुःखस्य पापिष्ठम्
Iti Ramastadam tamabravit.
इति रामस्तमब्रवीत्.
So Rama is telling Suta. So that means there might have been a little conversation, not every detail. How can I go, Rama? Please, Raja is ordering me. I will be a sinner if I violate. I'll be a violator if I don't listen to him. He's the emperor, right? Suta would have asked that. That sentence is not given here. But Rama's reply is what is mentioned here. What did Rama tell Suta? He told him, Na asrausham iti vakshyasi. You shall say. He's saying vakshyasi. In future tense, instruction. Not you will say. He's saying you shall say. Vakshyasi. Kimiti? Na asrausam. I could not hear. Na asrausham. I did not hear. When I go back, see, you are leaving today. All right, I drop you somewhere and have to return back to palace, to the office again. And there, Raja will ask me, Dasharatha will ask me, I asked you to stop, Suta. How dare you trespassed or violated my instruction, did not obey my instruction? What should I answer if he asks me like that? So your answer is, you say, I did not hear it. Na asrausham iti rajanam upalabdhopi. Even when he meets you tomorrow and does a court-martial or instructs or interviews you or interrogates you, you just say, Na asrausham iti vakshyasi. Then he said, why? Yes, you will be a papishta. Either ways, you are a sinner. Sinner because you are a violator. You either didn't hear him nor me. If you either one of them you don't hear, you will be a papishta. But chiram dukhasya papishtam iti Ramaha tam abravit. You will be more a sinner if you delay here. Chiram is longer. That means if you make this duration here longer, then you will be a more papishta than telling a false untruth to the king later, saying, oh, I did not hear. Nasrausham iti. Why? Because if you delay here, then things can change. And if things change, then purposes are not achieved and we fail our mission of lives. So don't delay is what is the instruction here. And reason also he's saying. So by not delaying, you are better off than listening to the emperor and staying back and unnecessarily resulting into into a flopped plan, which will break the promise of the king's statements, etc. All of that. So, Saramasya vacha shrutva
Ramasya vacha shrutva
anugyapya chatam janam
anugyapya chatam janam
vrajatopi hayan shighram
prajatopi hayan shighram
chodayamasa sarathihi.
chodayamasa saradihi.
So after this instruction, Saha Sarathihi Ramasya Vachaha Shrutva, by listening to this explanation of Rama, Tam Janam Anugyapya, he was sort of, Bhai Sahab, please, Ajna dijiye, let us go, please excuse us, let me go quickly, iti. Anugyapya, by taking their permissions in a way. Vrajataha api hayan. We see this often. I mean, if you have seen in India. I used to wonder in my childhood, when we were in Warangal, when we walked back from school to home, we had to walk. Those days, it seemed like such a long walk. Nowadays, it will just come in 5 minutes if you go. So when I used to walk with my sisters, once in a while we see a bullock cart going along the road. One or two guys, once in a while, were good elderly people. They would say, Ekra kurcho. They would let us sit in the bullock cart. So we sit in that cart, walking, going. It is walking. The oxes are they're walking, they're pulling the cart. But these fellows keep hitting it. Why? Because they think if I hit, it will go faster. But it cannot go any more faster. So that is the situation. Vrajataha api hayan. The horses, even though they are moving, shigram chodayamasa sarathihi. He was still hitting them. Hey, go fast, fast. Like that. Because Rama is pushing Suta, yahi, yahi, shigram, shigram iti. So he, in turn, is doing prachodanam to the hayas, to the horses. Even though even though they are moving, he's still trying to push them to sort of to enact the orders given by Rama. So Saha Sarathihi Ramasya Vachaha Shrutva Tam Janam Cha Anugnapya Vrajataha api Hayan Shighram Chodayamasa Nyavartata Jano Rajnya
Nivartata jano rajnya
Ramam Kritva Pradakshinam
Ramam krutva pradakshinam
Manasapyashru Vegaischa
manasapyashruvegaischa
Danyavartata Manusham.
nanyartata manusham.
So, tataha, so when quickly the horses picked up the acceleration, speed, and the chart went far away, the cloud, dust cloud, and all of that. Tata janaha Ramam Pradakshinam Kritva Rajnya Janaha Nyavartata. They all did Pradakshina to Rama, and from Raja, they went away. They departed, they returned back from there. How did they do Pradakshinam? Manasa. Because Rama is already so far away. He's not here now. He has already gone so far away in the chariot. How to do Pradakshinam to him? Manasa, Atma Pradakshinam, we say, right? Either you do turn around yourself. That is why we do Atma Pradakshinam in puja. Till that time, we would have done Avahanam, Asina, Asanam, Pada Prakshalanam, Padyoha Padyam, Hastayor Arghyam, Mukhayachamanam, then Snapanam, then Vastram, Vastrayugmam, Lepanam, Kumkumam, and then probably with each nama, some Pushpam, Akshata, Kumkuma, whatever, right? With all of those things, Patram, we would have done the puja, Ashtotra puja, etc. And then some Harati, Nivedanam, and then Arati songs, Gavadyam, etc. All of this having done, then we close our eyes and install him back in our heart. And knowing that he is here, now that puja is over and we have to leave, we do an Atma Pradakshinam around ourselves. So we remember that Murti that we have worshipped so far is in ourself here, and we then do Pradakshinam around it, conceptually. So that is how people also here have done. So Manasa Ramam Pradakshinam Kritva Janaha Rajnya Nyavartata. They have returned back away from the king. Api Ashruvegaischa Manusham na Nyavartata. Even though the people have left, the Raja didn't leave. He didn't leave the people. Raja Manusham na Nyavartata. He did not depart. He still remained there only. looking at that people crowd and the long, far away, going away chart, going away from the site, and the people returning back here, looking at all of that, Raja himself could not leave. Yamichet punarayantam
Yamichit punarayantam
nainam duram anubrajet.
nainam duramanu bravet.
Vrajet.
Duramanu vrajet.
Ityamatya maharajam
Ityamatmaya maharajam
uchur dasharatham vachaha.
uchur dasharatham vachaha.
So, Amatyaha, the other ministers around Dasharatha Raja, Uchuhu, they said this, they told this to Dasharatha. What did they say? Yam ichet punaha ayantam or ayatam. They said both pathas are there. When you wish somebody to come back, Nainam duram anubrajet, then you don't follow them, then you don't follow with them for a longer distance to see them off. Whom do you see off at a longer distance? You will see those who you think will not come back very soon. Such people you'll say bye, 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 and you walk till a distance. But those whom you want to return back soon, quickly, you want them to come back tomorrow, then you will just say bye-bye at the door itself. You don't go out and do all of that big, long farewell see, right? So also the king, the Amatyas were telling the king, Raja, that's okay, it's only 14 years, right? Rama will come back. You don't have to see him off that far. Come, let's return home. That's a beautiful cultural connotation, right? In the same way, in English also, you'll say goodbye, and I hate that goodbye because goodbye, when you say, that means it is, that was my mental understanding in my childhood. When you say goodbye, it means bye forever. So, the greeting also, Tata, bye. Tata is better because it means I'll come back soon. Bye-bye is, oh, bye, that's all forever, kind of a understanding I had in English, of English. I remembered that when I read this suggestions by the ministers to king, saying, Yam ichet punaha ayantam, whom you wish comes back soon, na enam duram anubrajet, and behind him you won't go for long distance to see him off, to keep waving hands and bye and wishing happy journey, bon voyage, etc., etc. You won't do that for long. Especially at the airport, what do they do? Yeah, they stay there and keep, looking through till we go through security gates, and till they go out of our sight, we stay there. We do that whenever my daughter comes and we take her back to the airport. We stand outside because luckily in Atlanta airport, the lines are so long. So she'll be going like this, walking till she passes through the security gate. So we stand there and keep doing. We like to spend that time just seeing her and waving. Huh? Because we know that it'll be another few months before she comes. But if she's going to school, let's say, and she comes back in the evening, then you don't do bye so long, right? So that is what is they are teaching us. Tesham vachas sarva gunopapannam
तेषां वचः सर्वगुणोपपन्नं
prasvinnagatrah pravishanna
प्रस्विन्नगात्रः प्रविशन्नरूपः
nishamya raja kripanah sabharyah
निशम्य राजा कृपणः स भार्यः
vyavasthitastam sutamikshamanah.
व्यवस्थितस्तं सुतमीक्षमाणः.
So tesham vachaha, सर्वगुणोपपन्नं प्रस्विन्नगात्रः प्रविशन्नरूपः कृपणः सभार्यः राजा निशम्य तं सुतमीक्षमाणः व्यवस्थितः. That's the sentence. So by listening, finally, prasvinna gatraha, gatraha, body limbs and all, they are svinnaha, means loose arms or loose body parts. Pravishanna rupaha, and the form of the Shratha is looking very tragic. Sarva gunopapannam, and Krupanaha is very, what do you say, very much hurt, depressed, hurt. Sabharyaha, along with his wives. Tesham sarvagunopapannam vachaha shrutva. That very, uh, appropriate lesson given by those ministers. Tesham vachaha sarvagunopapannam vachaha nishamya. Nishamya means by listening. Shrutva is by hearing. Nishamya is by listening. That means by having understood it. Nishamya. Sutamikshamaanaha sabharyaha vyavasthitaha. That means he stayed back and went back inside. Sutam ikshamanaha, looking forward to his son's return, he, along with his wives, went back. Vyavasthitaha, that means stayed back, say, inside. Ityarshe Srimad Ramayane
श्रीमद् रामायणे
Valmikiye
वाल्मीकि
Adikavye
आदिकाव्ये
Ayodhya Kande
अयोध्याकाण्डे
Chatvarimshah Sargah.
चत्वारिंशः सर्गः.
Anyone can say Shanti Mantra?
Oh no.
Yes, Babaji. ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु
भवन्तु
सुखिनः
सुखिनः
ॐ सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः.